Welcome back. You're still watching the Daily Debate, and I'm honored to be having with me over the program for tonight in the studio Dr. Nader Mostafa, the international relations expert. Thank you very much for being with us tonight, Doctor.
God bless you.
Of course, we'll be starting with the participation of Prime Minister Dr. Mostafa Madbouli in the Tokyo International Conference for the African Development in its 9th edition. How did you see the representation for Egypt on behalf of Africa in this conference?
Frankly speaking, what Egypt is doing in Africa is a wonderful job. We are trying to shift our experiences, how Egypt managed to solve lots of problems and troubles.
Yes.
Now we are giving our experience to our brothers in Africa. Frankly speaking, after the Cold War, there was a challenge between the huge powers. Who will deal with Africa? Who will manage to reach Africa?
Yes.
From France to Japan to China to India, lots of countries try to play an important role. When we speak about Japanese role, we will find that it's almost 32 years since 1993, the first conference for Japan to deal with the issue of development in Africa.
Yes.
Almost every 3 years, we will find an international summit in one of the Japanese cities in order to collect the issue of development in Africa. Today, on behalf of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, we find that Egypt deal in a very strong way with the African issues in order to achieve development in the continent. Africa has a very bad need to stability, to peace, security.
Yes.
These issues, Egypt did well in it. Once we cooperate with Japan, and this is happening through 32 years, we will find that in Egypt, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we are having institutions, specialists in the issue of helping Africans through training, through in each and every field. What we did is almost a miracle. And each and every country from the superpowers will see that Egypt is a gate to Africa. It's not only gate to Africa, it's point in the center of the world that managed to make new ports, new roads, wonderful infrastructure issues.
Yes.
So we are now ready to link between East and West. As usual, what we are doing since early history, since Suez Canal. Now we are developing the area of Suez Canal,
yes,
making new projects. Each and every country need to reserve its project in this national Egyptian huge project. So we are now going to manage this situation.
Yes.
We send our Prime Minister on behalf of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, with the Minister of Planning, with the Minister of Education, with the Chairman of the project of Suez Canal Authority. So now we are managing this, lots of bilateral relations, lots of treaties. We are now having almost 12 memorials.
Yes.
And we are like in which fields you will see in tourism, education. When we deal about the Egyptian story with Japan, lots of issues. It's not only on the development and technology issues, but when you look to the issue of culture, for example.
Yes.
So the Grand Museum is a story. The Egyptian Opera House is another story. Salam Bridge is Japanese schools, 69 school, and dream to see it, 500 schools.
Yes.
Lots of issues on the culture, on the tourism. The relationship with Japan is really a good story, depending on the respect, depending on the mutual interests. So this story is like a model each and every country in Africa is looking to this model and ready to achieve what Egypt achieved.
Yes, and speaking of Egypt being a model as a connecting hub between Asia and Africa, between Japan and the rest of the African continent, how do you see the main topics to be discussed or could have been discussed during the participation of Prime Minister Dr. Mostafa Madbouli in terms of the infrastructure, for example, the energy security or the future of energy here in the country, the food security, and even the cultural exchange between Egypt and Japan?
Yes, lots of issues. As I said, the Minister of Education, Mohammed Abdul Latif, was there in issue of to develop the Egyptian Japanese school.
Yes.
When we speak about development or sustainable development, we need not only government to government. We need maybe private sector together, maybe civil society, maybe non-governmental organization and sectors. We need not only the international relations, but also the regional relations, because in Africa lots of initiatives are there, and Egypt, through President Al Fattah al-Sisi, was once the head of the African Union, the head of NEPAD, the head of lots of organization that is playing on the regional aspects. There is a dream to make free market in Africa.
Yes.
We have lots of things. We have all resources. We have each and every human power, youth. Is there. Lots of strong points are there in Africa. That's why all superpowers want to come to Africa. But who is in the middle? Who can link, really link between China, India, Japan, and France, Europe, America?
Egypt.
Egypt.
Yes.
This is the gate. This is the example. This is stability and peace. Two very important points. Stability and peace. In which fields? Look, we are having with Japan the fourth line in the metro, Cairo Metro.
Yes.
And we are inviting the Prime Minister of Japan to attend the inauguration ceremony of the Grand Museum. And they are mentioning a lot about, here in Egypt, in Cairo, Shinzo Abe access,
yes.
Very new, and it's like, part of the story. Even next month, I think, after a few days, Japanese foundation, I think JICA or another one, will help to renew the stage of the National Opera here in the Zamalek.
Yes.
So it's lots of issues are there. Japanese university for technology, and this open the field of technology. When we want to deal with Japan, we really want to modernize our industry. So the renewable energy, the green energy. Lots of issues are there. Communication is there, tourism is there, education is there, culture is one of the main issues. Lots of files are there. I mentioned 12 issues that we are going to deal with Japan, and especially when Egypt went there, we went with high level of delegation. So on behalf of President Al Fattah al-Sisi, Prime Minister was there, educational issue was there, planning was there, Suez Canal project was there. So I believe that it's like, it was great chance, because when we speak about development, we speak about something very important that deal with the day-to-day life of the Egyptian people and improving their life. And we are looking to the state of art, the levels that Japan itself reach to gain from their experiences, new technology, industry, education. So I believe that this is a very important step.
Yes, one main topic that was discussed that was drawn for discussion during the visit of Prime Minister Dr. Mostafa Madbouli to Japan and to be participating in the TCAD 9 is the potential of Egypt in terms of having more Japanese investments into the country, more Asian investments into Africa in general, more specifically in Egypt. In your opinion, what are the main opportunities for the Japanese investors, for the Asian investors to be coming here and pumping money into the Egyptian economy, and what are the main obstacles that are facing them?
I believe that our Ministry of Industry is keen to give new blood, new factories. So, for example, if we give example with the auto industry here in Egypt,
yes,
I believe that there will be a great chance to enter the stage of electric autos.
yes.
So this will be one of the main topics. New energy will be another topic. In industry itself, improving the industry level, I think, is one of the files that will really help. So it's we went there with a specific area. We are giving the area of Suez Canal project. So we are highlighting to them about this area. This area will be, the profits will be high, the investment will be very safe. So again, another country is coming, another country is joining this area that the whole world want to invest in. I believe that this is, these are the chances that is available for the Japanese investment to come.
Yes, Doctor, we'll be discussing the opportunities for the Suez Canal Economic Zone after the upcoming report, because we'll be focusing on Egypt and Africa, turning the choice and the cooperation and the development of coordination between Egypt and Africa and Japan and Asia on the other side. This coordination will be leading to a shared progress for both continents and both countries. We'll be having more details in the upcoming report. Stay tuned.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi often reminds partners that supporting Africa's strategic choice over the past decade. Cairo has translated that choice into sustained diplomacy, security cooperation and development initiatives, from chairing the African Union 2019 to steering flagship projects and mobilizing financing for Agenda 2063. Egypt's role has shifted from episodic engagement to long-horizon statecraft rooted in African priorities. On peace and security, President Sisi has stressed readiness of regional mechanisms and North Africa capability within the African peace and security architecture, linking stability to development and post-conflict recovery. Diplomatically, Egypt's Africa policy is no longer an afterthought. It is the organizing principle of much of its external outreach. High-level visits, AU deliberations, and coordination with regional economic communities have emphasized connectivity, food security, and health resilience. This steady engagement underpins Cairo's argument that the path to shared prosperity runs through African integration, from trade facilitation to value chain localization. Egyptian media often stress President Sisi's message that the Africa we want is achievable, even with challenges ahead. The overall picture is of a country using its diplomacy and influence to strengthen cooperation across the continent while linking its own progress with Africa's shared goals.
Welcome back. You're still watching the Daily Debate, and I am honored to be having with me over the program for tonight in the studio Dr. Nader Mostafa, the international relations expert. Dr. Nader, thank you very much once again for being with us tonight. Before the report, we were speaking about the potential that we have here in the Suez Canal economic zone. How do you see the importance of having such an important project for the future of the Egyptian economy and the opportunities for having more investments into it, especially from Japan nowadays as we are speaking?
Definitely high technology and AI and entering the new challenge of the industry development issue. This will be very important for us.
Yes.
As I said, new energy, green energy, renewable energy, all these kind of new topics, new issues in the auto field. Electric autos maybe also will be one of the main important issues, but mainly technology in Japan is a very important issue. One that we really look forward for. During the visit of Prime Minister, there was issue of making a kind of relationship between Tokyo itself
Yes.
and here in Egypt, the area of Suez Canal. I believe that shifting the technology from Tokyo to the area of authority of Suez Canal, this will be one of the positive issues that happened during the Egyptian participation in the conference. Our relation with Japan, I remember very well that Tokyo governor once educated in Cairo University. I was honored to meet her.
Yes.
She remembered Egypt very well. She remembered what she learned in Egypt. All these people-to-people relations with the governmental relations, with the international issues, is giving the relation kind of warmness. Once you visit any party in the opera, you'll find lots of Japanese, ambassador maybe one of them,
Yes.
Sitting and enjoying the shows. It's very important to enter, for example, the lab of the Grand Museum, and to find that this lab was the beginning of this museum to maintain our pieces and antiquities. So our relations with Japan is very strong. The relation is quite balanced, depend on what we need to achieve to our country and what will be really helpful for us.
You mentioned the importance of the cultural exchange,
Yes.
Doctor, between not just Egypt and Japan, but Egypt and the rest of the world, because we are anticipating
Yes.
the inauguration
Yes.
of the Grand Egyptian Museum, which hopefully could be taking place by the end of the year, maybe in the month of November. How do you see this opportunity to be inviting the world leaders, as we did see the directives of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, to be having as many world leaders and heads of states and governments to be attending such an historic occasion?
Imagine that you are having the most important museum in the world. Imagine that this is away, a few meters away
Yes.
from the pyramid itself. Imagine that you are having all these kind of thousands of years of history in between the walls of this grand museum. I believe that it's very important, not very important, but it's maybe the most important cultural event in the world this year. We are waiting for this very important day, and I wish that all leaders of the world will come. Maybe we managed till now to get confirmation from very important leaders of the world. One of them definitely a Japanese leader, but we still we want more, and Egyptian people are waiting, and the whole world is waiting for this very important event.
Doctor, during the course of the episode, you mentioned the importance of the African continental free trade area, and there are some
Yes.
obstacles facing
Yes.
them. What is the role of Egypt in defeating those obstacles for the benefit of Egypt, for the benefit of the African continent, and of course it will be leading to more coordination between Africa and the rest of the world markets.
Allow me to say that this is an African dream. We are having everything all the time, that even when we are a child, we are like thinking about this issue. Why we need to go to the European capital in order to visit nearby African state.
Yes.
Why we don't have roads?
Even through the airlines.
Airlines.
Yes.
You know, why we need to go to Europe in order to visit a neighboring country? It's a few kilometers away. This is like, you know, a new chance for this generation to be achieved. I believe that very near to have this. We are now seeing the African file is putting on the table for Europe, for Asia, for America. So everybody is trying to enter into this new market and strong market. And each and everybody is looking to the thing that is missing in his own country. For example, some of them are looking to the resources. We need African resources. Some of them, their societies are aged. So they need the African youth, the manpower, the new generations. They wish to cooperate with them, to build factories for them. That's why we cannot think that all these countries, for example, India, China, France, Japan, United States, all these countries are looking forward to Africa and making, maybe each and every year there is a conference, there is a big conference in one of these countries in order to see how they can make use of Africa, how they cooperate with them, the way they are dealing with them. One of the historical roles is the Japanese role. It's not 2 or 3 or 5 years, it's 32 years now.
Yes.
Very important. Once after the Cold War, Japan think about the issue. Every 3 years there is a conference like this conference, collecting African leaders, sitting with them, negotiating with them, see what they want, balanced enough. And the issue of peace and security is very important. Once you want to solve the issue of peace and security in Africa, it's very important. And lots of details are there in the issue of peace and security, because lots of wars are already ended.
Yes.
After war, how we can manage the situation?
The day after.
The day after war.
Yes.
Always we are saying this now. The day after. And how to manage the already going wars. Conflicts are there, terrorist attacks are there. Egypt managed to deal with all these kind of troubles. Look to each and every problem that we faced during the last decades. Virus C problem for the medical, for example.
Yes.
So the traffic jam in Cairo problem, big problems, infrastructure,
yes.
Lots of issues, housing. Each and every story in the solutions of these problems will be a wonderful experience to be exchanged with African people, leaders, government. As I said, we really need the kind of dealing, not only the international level, not only the regional level, not only the governmental, the non-governmental, the civil society, the private sector. We need all these to come together with all these countries and to manage the situation. And I believe that President Fattah al-Sisi, through his charisma, through his leadership in Africa, and the good relationship with all these countries who deal with the African issues, I believe that we can do something very strong.
Yes, hopefully this could be done very soon as well. Dr. Nader Mostafa, the international relations expert, thank you very much for being with us tonight on the Daily Debate.
God bless you.
Anytime. And this brings us to the end of the Daily Debate for tonight. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow.